Yo yo yo, my game musicians out there, this is the obnoxiousoboe, double O sharp for short, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Unbound. Last time we defeated a triple agent who was also a gym leader at one point, and we put a stop to that, I guess. So now we have exposed Mega at his true colors. And now in this episode, we're gonna be talking to NPCs who I've already talked to. And we're going to be fighting the shadows again, or we're going to be tracking the shadows again at their base back in my hometown. Wherever they are. I don't remember where their base is, though. I do kind of remember this platform here being over here. We can go skating. I don't want to do that, though. I think their base is somewhere over here. This might be it. This is the expressway. I do believe, yep. I wish I knew, though, where the base was. It has to be somewhere here. Here's my house. Maybe it is on the ice. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. This is it. Okay, now we'll be going down a whole network of corridors here until we find the shadows again. I still need a card key for that. Meanwhile, what I should probably do here is I should probably talk about kind of what the future of this channel is going to be here. Because I have quite a bit here to rant about, and it's not exactly pretty either. It's not a very pretty rant. I'm kind of going to use this time here to vent my utter frustration with this computer in general, which should be anticipated because this computer is over 5 years old now. It's getting pretty old in age. It's gotten to the point where I am really desperately... It looks like someone left their uniform on the floor. Okay, sure. Might as well go undercover, I suppose. Oh, great! Yeah, now I'm Marlon. No. Well, hey, that's pretty neat. It's pretty neat that I can change my clothes right in the middle. But what if someone notices these aren't exactly shadow clothes? Wait, what am I doing? Hello, random scientist. Oh, sir, some guy with red hair blasted his way in here. I tried to stop him, not move him, but he just shoved me aside. Well, that's great. Well, anyway, yeah, I've just about had it with this computer. Hey, here we go. Here's a key card. That'll make things a lot more accessible. But yeah, I've had it with not just this computer, but I've also had it with Pinnacle. Because I've tried using Pinnacle multiple times to render out the latest Sunshine video, and it just keeps hanging. It hangs while it renders. That's probably the big problem here with using Pinnacle right now, is that whenever I try to render out one of my videos that I recorded using my AverMedia capture card, okay, so I guess that requires a different kind of key card. But yeah, whenever I tried doing that, I'm sorry about the huge mess in the base, sir. When most of the grunts left to join the Light of Ruin, they just dropped all of their things on the floor. I'm sure some of them even left their clearance cards behind, like maybe this one on the desk, for example. Yeah, here we go. Great, well, there's key card 2. But yeah, my videos just keep hanging. And I've tried at least 16 times. Count them, and this is no exaggeration, guys. It's taken me 16 times already just to render out episode 9 of Sunshine, and I'm expecting to at least upload that tomorrow. so then I can hopefully get everything caught up, hopefully up to episode 12. But what I am trying to tell you guys here is I don't think I'll be doing any more Sunshine for the remainder of this month until I get a new computer, and also maybe even upgrade my editing software too, to either... I'm considering Vegas or Adobe Premiere Pro. I know a lot of people are probably not going to leave any comments as to which software I should go for, but if you guys have any suggestions, then I'm all for it. Marlon, sir, I know what it looks like, but I promise I'm not slacking off. Zeph told me to watch the news and keep an eye out for anyone who looks like they might belong to the Light of Ruin. But if you guys have any ideas as to what software I should go with most of the other grunts gone, our manpower has become very limited. So it is essential that each of us become as strong as possible. Would you allow me the privilege of battling with you, sir? Sure, fine, whatever. I'm back to the plasma music, which is good. But yeah, now hopefully I can resume my story here. If you guys have any ideas on what I should upgrade to, because I've stuck with Pinnacle for as long as I can remember. I've stuck with Pinnacle for over 10 years now, and I've never had a problem with it until now. It may be just a problem with the more recent versions, just having them crap out like that whenever I render out a video like that, like that. I don't really know what to do now. I don't know if it's just a problem with Pinnacle Studio Plus or Ultimate, or if it's a problem with the recent versions. Because I know I've had some crashing issues with Plus. At the same time, though, I still don't mind using Pinnacle because I'm kind of a minimalist, and I don't like trying to be like everyone else. I mean, I've just stuck with this long enough where I didn't really have too much of a problem, because I've always used Pinnacle for my Dazzle projects anyway, back when I still had my Dazzle capture card, and actually I still do, but I expected nothing less from you, sir. But I've long Switch upgraded. I right now have an Elgato capture card, which I can't believe I've taken this long to actually change over to that. Thank you for battling with me, sir. Now we're both more prepared for the inevitable confrontation with the Light of Ruin. Yeah, it's taken me this long to upgrade to that, so I've actually gotten myself a better capture card, something that's probably a lot more high quality. Waiting for the right time to do it, though. Marlon, sir, I heard rumors that you were imprisoned by Aklov. I'm glad you're still okay. Maybe now that you're back, someone will finally be able to restore Zeph's sanity. Hopefully if I can track Zeph down. The base has been so quiet ever since most of the grunts pledged their allegiances to the Light of Ruin faction, basically. I mean, it's basically more like a faction more than anything. To be honest, sir, I was asked to join too, but I refused. Good. I'm very glad you stuck by your allegiance with me still. I didn't join the Shadows because I wanted money. I joined the Shadows because I believed in justice, because I believed in what Zeph was trying to achieve, until Aklov came along and threw a monkey wrench in your guys' plans, apparently. Well, I think that might be it for this floor, so let's go down even further into the basement. So yeah, anyway, I've had recent trouble with uploading the latest Sunshine videos, which is kind of the reason why I haven't been catching up. That's kind of the reason why I've been falling behind on Sunshine in general, is because, one, I'm at work most of the time. I don't have a whole lot of time to Oh, really? Was that my last super repel? God damn it. Well, anyway. I can buy more super repels at the nearest shop. I'm using a complicated algorithm to determine the approximate location of the Light of Ruin HQ. Once I have the results, Zeph plans on using the information to take his revenge on the Light of Ruin. The only thing is, I don't know how long it will take to finish. But it might take quite some time when you're working with the algorithm. Oh wow, I can't believe you actually didn't decide to battle me there. Sir, Zeph has ordered me to stop anyone without the proper clearance from entering the lab. However, I'm sure it's fine if I allow you in, because, after all, I'm not some kid who is probably a lot shorter than the real Marlon. Oh, Marlon, sir! I spent some time at the Science Society and discovered... Yeah, that's a wonderful name there. Science Society, and discovered a new way to make our Pokemon stronger in battles. Wow, does this involve steroids or something? Sure. Well, I guess I get to battle you as part of this demonstration using the Gen 5 Scientist sprite, or rather the female Scientist sprite from Black and White. But anyway, that's the reason why I've lagged behind on Sunshine lately, is because I'm at work most of the time. I don't have a whole lot of time to edit and render them out consistently, so I've had to rely on either my days off or coming home from work to do that, and it's been kind of tough doing that too, because Pinnacle consumes a bunch of memory, and with that, I just haven't had a whole lot of time just editing or rendering everything out in general. It's been just a little bit complicated for me. So I've lagged behind on that. I've also been having trouble, like what I've been explaining, on how exactly to render everything out without trouble, without any sort of trouble, which I've had a whole lot of, and especially now recently, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what is going on. I've tried canceling everything out in the background. I've tried doing that. I've tried... Jeez. What else can I do? What else can I exemplify here? Just giving it as an example. Just the fact that I've tried defragging my hard drive and that doesn't work. That doesn't really work that much at all. And I've also been trying to just... I've been trying to use everything from A to Z, and it's just, it doesn't work out in my favor. And yeah, so because of this, I have a sneaky suspicion that I won't be doing as much with this computer anymore. It's about time that and actually I've been saving on my money a little bit here, but I've been really considering getting a gaming computer, something that is a lot more capable of handling hardware such as this. Hardware and software. I was kind of impressed. For spending your valuable time battling me, I'd like to thank you by healing your Pokemon. Oh, well, thank you. You're a gentlewoman and a scholar. Thank you. But yeah, I've had it with this computer. I've kind of had it up to here. And it's kind of sad, too, because this computer has actually kind of bailed me out numerous times. I mean, it's a lot better than the laptop that I previously did my videos on. That one, I started having trouble doing my Kirby's Adventure playthrough, because that one kind of started desyncing audio. I started getting audio desync. I was also having trouble with Pokemon Cops because of the same issues. The final batch of Shadow Warriors that Zeph requested are almost fully synthesized. Once the process is complete, we should have enough fighting power to take down the Light of Ruin. Well, that's good. What do you have to say there, sir? For this final batch of Shadow Warriors, Zeph requested that only the strongest of Pokemon be used to yield the greatest results. Okay, good. So no Zubat or anything. No Zubats, no typical Pokemon that are used by Rockets or any other grunts for that matter from all the syndicates that I've battled over the years. No Zubats, no no Golbats, no Seviper. You know, basically those kinds of Pokemon that I've run into. Woobat. Trying to think. Glameow. Mightyena, which are mainly exhibited by Magma and Aqua grunts. And just other assorted Pokemon like that. And yeah, I've been in here. So now, let's see. I can now get into here, right? Yes. Who wouldn't? Grab this TM right here. But anyway, just to sum this up, I am considering getting a gaming laptop by the end of this month. And it's not really mainly to attract a larger audience or anything, or I mean, I'm trying to improve quality. I'm trying to improve quality videos every day, guys. It has nothing really to do with just making sure whether or not my videos are high quality or not. But I want to be able to handle. I want to be able to handle with just a lot more advanced tasks than I'm having to deal with right now. And yeah, here we go. Here's this red. Oh no, this is Marlon. While I'm kind of dressed as his cloaked doppelganger. Zeph, what's happened to you? Marlon's disappeared. Ivory's left us to do Arceus knows what. What's the point anymore? Snap out of it, Zeph. Yeah, exactly. Why exactly are you just wallowing in despair here? Come back to your senses. It's me, Marlon. Marlon? Why exactly aren't you in your garb? Is that really you? You look different. Yeah, that's because I look like my rival. That scar on your face is gone, and your arm, it's fully healed. But where's your uniform? That's because the person in your uniform is right behind you. Yes, it's me, Zeph. I took off my uniform after I blasted my way in here. So no wonder why I look naked. It's not like I'm going to need it anymore. I quit. Based on what I heard from the remaining grunt, the shadows have essentially disbanded. We're not done yet. We still have one more mission to complete. What happened, Zeph? Why were we abandoned? After Aklov made a fool out of me and carried out the unbinding, many grunts were awestruck by his power and pledged allegiance to the Light of Ruin, apparently. They hope to use Hoopa's power to bring themselves untold riches. Yeah, it's always that reason, too, just greed. But those fools have no idea what they've done. They're helping him destroy their home. You know, just what's left of their home. Why did you come back, Marlon? You had a chance to get out of this mess. I'm aware you've been having second thoughts lately, so why stay when I use corrections? You could have left to be with your children again. Well, I didn't know you had a wife and kids. I can't yet. I first must destroy all of the Shadow Warriors we created as I administer all these pullouts. Otherwise, I'll be forced to live for eternity and watch my children perish before me, which I don't want. I mean, I want to see a future for my children. What are you saying, Marlon? Those Shadow Warriors are the best weapons we have left. Look behind you here. I mean, look who's been defeating all your weapons left and right. But either way, even if I wanted to go along with a ridiculous mission, I couldn't. The Light of Ruin took possession of most of them. The only ones remaining are still being synthesized in the lab. But that's what we get for storing all of them in one place. Wait, so you mean all these grunts here are basically like clones? I'm aware. I was just there with Oboe, which, speaking of, guess who is behind you? We fought Vega and the Light of Ruin together. Oboe! He's been imprisoned. I watched as he was sealed away, along with you. You can't honestly expect me to believe he escaped that quickly. I can explain, Zeph. I just need you to calm down first. And again, look behind you. What the? Wait. Is that you, Oboe? I thought I told you not to come here. But the cube told me anyway. You just made a really big mistake. Oboe? I thought Marlon was lying at first, but I have no choice but to believe him now that I've seen your face under that hood. You look a lot shorter than I expected, too. You're going to pay for the damage you've caused. Everything that's happened. It was all because of you! Why? Because I basically try to prevent you guys from catching all the legendaries? It's time for you to pay for the havoc you've caused. Oh, great. Now we have a boss battle. Boss battle against Zeph. This will be one for the ages, I bet. Wow, okay, starting off with Speak of the Devil, Mighty Anna. Wow, who didn't see this coming? Who didn't see this coming a mile away, ladies and germs? Well, anyway, might as well start by bungling up, Blizzard. And might as well start by... thankfully, not experiencing a very heavy Dark-type move. But I assure you that I will be defeating this. Should have expected that coming from a boss. Okay, now let's try to finish you off with Blizzard. Here's another reason. I'm kind of sick and tired of OBS crapping out every so often. And I think that may just be the CPU's to blame for that. Despite the fact that my CPU is right now only being used at around 40%. And yeah, I should probably switch out after here. I'm liking this music too. Oh boy, Gengar, whatever shall I do here? Oh wow, you're gonna Mega Evolve, huh? Well, tough refried beans, because your Gengar is gonna become a whole pile of mush. Yeah, that's how we deal with mega types like yours. Like yours, if I can talk. Yours. Yours. Yeah, yours is definitely a word. Yeah, yours. I'm sounding like that one character from One Piece. Decidueye, I will not switch out. I'm liking that Decidueye sprite too, by the way. Kind of digging that sprite. That blue. Exploud. Wow, that's a bit random. You had all these dark and ghost types, and now we have just a random normal type that's about to get pummeled into a big pile of orange juice. There we go. Well, there we go. That was definitely a fight. Arrgh! Yeah, that's what you get when you deal with just with a 10-year-old kid with over-leveled Pokemon here, who just really tends to overachieve on his Pokemon a little bit. I've had it with you. Zeph, stop. Just calm down. You've taken leave. We don't have time for fighting right now. Oboe isn't the enemy you should be focusing on. The Light of Ruin is, exactly. Now you can either accept that fact, or I'll be assuming command of what remains of the shadows while you go see a psychiatrist or something. While you see Dr. No. Thank you. Now, I've been hearing rumors that you've been planning an attack on the Light of Ruin base. Care to fill me in on the details? You heard correctly. Once our scientists locate their base, the shadows are going to take them by surprise and destroy their base from within. However, I am still unsure as to how long it will take to locate them. Fortunately, I know where their base is, because we tracked them down. We were just there. When I was in Cinder Volcano with Oboe, Vega ordered his grunts to retreat to Vivo Town. That's most likely where they're hiding. In some place in Vivo Town. Vega, that traitor. I should have known he'd turn on us. I'll need to confirm with the scientists, but if you're correct, now would be the perfect time to strike. Aklov is taking Hoopa to Hoenn in order to test its strength before he unleashes its power here. If we take out his base while he's gone, he'll have nothing to return to. Agreed. We'll need all the manpower we can get for the attack. So I suggest we bring Oboe along as well. What? Wasn't it enough that you allowed him to age you before? And defeat most of my men? Why have you put so much faith in him? Is he like Jesus? We were in prison together, Zeph. We were together in the prison bottle. When Arceus' spirit returned me to this world, I learned who Oboe is. Arceus? As in the Pokemon that Eros gained limited control over? Yes, that Arceus. It seems that before Eros passed on, Arceus left him and returned to govern the Judgment Zone. So how about it, Oboe? I know we haven't really seen eye to eye before exactly until now, but are you willing to join our raid on the Light of Ruin base in Vivo Town? What if I say no? Nah, I'll say yes. Really? You would just like that? I guess it makes sense. They are the true threat to the Borrius Region, after all. However, I would still like to be certain that I have your complete support. What? Surely, you know, if I say yes, I probably have fully gained your trust by now. Please, and you probably would have done the same for me. Please allow me to explain to you the true purpose of the shadows. Oh, great. Now are we going to talk about the three goddesses again? It all started 18 years ago. Zeph's son had just passed away. To comfort him, Ivory and I came to visit from Hoenn. So you guys are from Hoenn, huh? Zeph. Zeph! How are you holding up? Marlon and I heard about your son. Ivory. Marlon. Thank you both for coming to visit me. It's good to see you again after all these years. I love how Ivory has nice purple hair here. I take it you traveled by boat to get here? How was the journey? Very pleasant. It took a few days to arrive here, but the journey was lovely. If I remember correctly, you have a son too, right? We did. Oh, are you two married? He caught an illness and passed away at a young age, so you guys are kind of in the same boat here. Have you ever thought about trying to bring him back? How? You can't bring back the dead. We did, actually. As scientists, we figured that if anyone could find a way, it would be us. But of course, not even Arceus truly has the power to restore the dead. Yeah, you can't really bring the dead back to life unless if you bring them back as zombies. We had no choice but to move on. Then, about a year ago, Ivory gave birth to twins. Are they Luke and Leia? It was the happiest moment of our lives. Yeah, exactly. Bringing balance and force to the galaxy. Ever since then, the voids in our hearts have almost been filled. Where are your children now? Our friend, Healer Log, okay, is taking care of them in Frozen Heights while we visit you. So yeah, I guess you guys are friends of Professor Log after all. A friend of mine lives in Frozen Heights as well. He works for a group of scientists known as the Science Society. Again, wonderful name. But around here, he is also known as the Guardian of Borrius. Again, even better name. He's even managed to capture Arceus. How was he able to do that? You're dealing with a god here. I think his wife just gave birth to a son, actually. However, I'm having difficulty remembering the boy's name. Oh, I forgot to ask earlier, but what are your children's names? Is it Luke and Leia? Oh, their names are Ludwig, who is my rival, and Melanie. They're the most beautiful children in the world. I'm not exactly sure about your son, because your son's actually a little bit of a brat. With such beautiful names to match, too. How would you like to help me with something? Anything, Zeph. We're here for you. I want your help in bringing my son back to life, if it's even possible. I know it can be done. With your expertise and Eros' control of Arceus, maybe we can find a way to bring our children back to us. It just can't be done, Zeph. Trust us, we've tried. It's like wishing that it's just wishing to bring our people back to life here. It took many tries, but eventually Zeph convinced us to move to the Frozen Heights and assist him. Okay. We met up with your father soon after. He was more hesitant, or rather, he was more hesitant to help at first, but he came around not long after. Unfortunately, by that point, too much time had passed since Zeph's son had passed away. Arceus was only able to restore a lost life if the soul had not ascended beyond the Judgment Zone. Yeah. So, pretty much, it was all moot by this point. Not a whole lot could have been done to resurrect Zeph's son here. Thus, what's the current status? We're ready to begin the first trial, Zeph. Good. Everyone, take your positions. Would you do us the honors, Eros? Of course, Zeph. To start, I just place this Pokemon here. Now, I place the sample remains beside it. And finally, turn on the molecular fusion device. And presto, a sun. Once I cover it with this armor, the fusion should be complete. Oh, so now I turn into a black blob. Haha, I did it! I created the first human Pokemon hybrid. Once I report back to Faye, she should be able to give me more insight into improving this process. With enough time, I should be able to bring back your son, Zeph. Yours as well, Marlon and Ivory. Unfortunately, from there, things did not go as planned. We lost control of the Shadow Warrior, and Eros was badly hurt. He succumbed to his injuries not long after that, so he died too. However, we did not let this deter us. Although Eros was gone, we continued the trials in his memory. However, our Shadow Warriors were difficult to control at first, if I can talk, or read rather. Some lashed out, scarring my face and arm. Despite this, we pressed on. Over the next several years, with the help of the Science Society, we continued capturing Pokemon and combining them with human remains. And the more we did this, the more our compassion for life decreased, so then we kind of turned to a life of crime. Eventually, after determining we wouldn't be able to create a creature that would retain its memories of its former life, we decided on a new approach. Marlon, Ivory, I believe it's time we try something new, without an apostrophe before the S. In the last several years, we have barely made any progress. We may have managed to create a few hundred Shadow Warriors, but they are all still just mindless beasts. So yeah, they're basically like clones. I had high hopes for our comrades from the Science Society. Man, do I need a drink of water or something? My goodness gracious, why am I just having a hard time reading this? Why am I butchering everything? See, like I said before, why am I butchering everything? But it appears they are all just talk. You both have given up so much to help me. You've abandoned your children for me. It's time to end this so we can all go home again. Therefore, if I cannot make any eroticisms as I read, I suggest we begin work on Operation Eternal Flower. Sesame Street I should no longer watch. If we can find a way to bring that weapon here, then we can use it to restore our children. As everyone kind of blacks out there. And thus we began collecting information on the dark force of Borrius so we could use its power to bring us the ultimate weapon. the Death Star. I'm just kidding. From there, you know the rest. You know, just bringing out all these Star Wars references and whatnot. Laser ray. Phew. Yeah, exactly. Take it all in. Oh, but yeah, exactly. I'm still trying to take it all in, just reading all that. Man. Apparently, I can't really read after all. Okay, now that I have told you essentially everything, you should have no hesitation about trusting us anymore. Yeah. You're Eros' son. If I had known, I never would have attacked you. I'm sorry, but I didn't know Eros was my father. I truly am. Marlon, we can't stay here any longer. It's time to rally our fighting force and head to Vivo Town without it being in green. Prepare the shadow. We'll depart at once. Right away, Zeph. Right away. Let's get to Vivo Town as fast as possible. I doubt we'll have much time before Aklov returns, so we best pack up our beakers and Bunsen burners and just be on our merry way. Oh, one last thing, Oboe. Keep the outfit. It looks good on you. Oh, thank you. Who knows? It may come in handy someday. Maybe you might just join the shadows sometime. Get to Vivo Town as soon as possible. We don't have long. Head northeast from devours City to get there the quickest. Okay. But do I need to get the gym badge in order to progress to Vivo Town? Okay, let's see. Yep, exactly. So yeah, we might need a surf. We might actually need to learn HM3 in order to progress. So I think what we should probably do right now is go back to the first floor, get all of this garb, and then... Oh, cool. So now I can actually access Marlon's whole get-up from my costume box, so now I can just wear that any time to kind of fool the grunts and everything. But anyway, so now that we know that a clone army had just been developed, we'll be stopping right here, and next time on Pokemon... Oh boy, jeez, if I can breathe here. God, I mean, I know that was a whole bunch of reading aloud. Next time on Pokemon Unbound, we'll be challenging the Devours City Gym now, and hopefully now the bridge will be reconstructed so that I can access the gym. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed my struggle with reading basic text, but don't worry guys, we won't be going through Sesame Street for that long.